No, I'm just kidding. Good morning.
Good morning.
It's been 2 weeks since we put a video up. It's been a little chaotic, just to say the least. Kids go back to school, me go back to work. It's just not enough hours in the day.
Bonus, I got the housework caught up on. So.
I've really been having some health issues lately. I've been trying to get my shakes under control, and it's not doing very good. I'm glad it's not attacking my voice box today. That's a wonderful thing. So I'm just, happy for that.
It's never a good day when you're swallowing your tongue.
No, you're swallowing your tongue, and it just,
I can understand you,
my
though.
brain works so much faster than my mouth can articulate it out. It's, I've had a couple of those days the past week. I've had a couple of flare-up days. It's really kicked my ass, but
Pure pro wrestling.
Yeah. So speaking of getting asses kicked,
that was a good transition.
Yeah, good transition. Good job, baby. Good job. We have our charity events coming up. Pure Pro Wrestling is putting on. They're doing a fundraiser for APSN. I can't thank them enough. Joe from Pure Pro. It also goes by Xavier Justice. Great guy. Great guy. Dave.
You've got mail.
Yeah, that doesn't need to be happening. But Dave Miller, another guy from Pure Pro Wrestling, really good, really great guy. Works with Fox 103.9, in which we'll be getting ready here. I'm sure within the next, I think probably the next 2 weeks or so. So we'll be doing
next 2 weeks. Next week we're busy.
Yeah, next week we can't do it. So we'll be doing a radio interview. We'll be putting up the link for that. I'm pretty sure we just run that. Can you run that ad again, please, John? Let's run that for about 3 minutes or so. So this there, is our link to our event. In the bios, description in the bottom. It's gonna be about right here, maybe.
They can't see you.
Or here, you can't see me. Just click the link and hit like this. Click the link and and show some support and buy some tickets and come out to this event and come watch Tank and Zondo wrestle. I mean these these
I'm
two
excited
kids
to see them wrestle again. That was
I
kind of
know.
cool.
I really like I really like the two of them. I think they really mesh together well. They both have
They remind me of our boys.
They really have a really good energy. Yes,
Very
I do. I see a lot of
yin.
Theus and Zondo, and I see a lot of Loki and Tank.
Oh, I have the opposite. I think Theus is more like Tank, and then Loki is way more like
So, and this is, this event is, it's for a great cause. We're trying to, not only are we trying to build some funds for ourselves. I'm not gonna lie. We've got some things that we need to get done. We want to get, some banners printed up. We want to get some shirts made. We want to start to be able to, offer this shirt for you guys to be able to buy from our website. We also have some other designs that the wife is working on for other shirt ideas of don't assume. I don't know. I've seen a couple of things that you had.
Oh, those were other people's shirts.
Oh, they were other people's. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I thought them were what you were working on. Now I feel really dumb for even saying something. Thanks.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to make you feel dumb.
Where credit's not due.
I'll be the first one to say it's not me.
That's our goal. We're just, like I said, we're just trying to raise some funds and get things put together so we could do more events. I want to
get stuff moving forward.
Yes, we need to. We're kind of at a standstill right now, doing our the professional side of this and the business aspect of it. It's not something that moves fast. It definitely moves slow. It's not like we're running out of things to talk about or come by, because we're at the point now to where this is basically going to be now we're going to start having guests, come in, and we're gonna start
See
covering
their side of the story.
Yeah, we're gonna
have my cousin Ann come in sooner or later when she has the time available to talk about her
Plus,
daughter.
we have Chaz and Rachel are interested in coming in and giving their experiences. Jeff Thomas is interested in coming in and giving his experience. Um, there's we have some people.
We have a circle.
Jeannie Briggs is also another one who said she would be more than happy to come in. And this is a friend of ours that has 3 autistic boys, and so to hear her story and to hear how where she's at in life, and her 3 boys are almost 2 of them are grown. One of them is
he's gonna be 18.
DJ will be 18 this year, I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
So she's been through all of the things that we're starting to roll through now, and she's been a real big support for us as when we're having
very understanding friend, knowing the struggles that we've gone through with the feces play and
that's the
stuff.
hard. I think that's the hardest thing for me, is the pica and the feces with this. I think that's
it's just a
extremely complicated to deal with.
Right, because it's a matter of trying to find out what other stimuli is gonna replace that action, and then that's super hard itself because it feels like you're encouraging the behavior, but in their minds it's actually trying to put it in a positive perspective, where instead of fecal play, maybe we make some homemade Play-Doh or make something that's not going to be toxic to them. That, yeah, it's okay if you take a little nibble, but then we can progress from there about we're not supposed to eat this. It's a safer alternative to teach them not to do something.
It's part of my worry, though, of like the reason why I have a hard time with the public aspect with this, and then going into public and doing public things, is because it's really hard, because you never know when a biscuit party is going to happen.
He's been getting a lot better.
I'm not saying
that
he's not getting better, but that still sits back there.
Right, because
I
had
still
that issue
have
before.
the traumatization of Thanksgiving at your grandpa's, and so.
Oh, believe me.
And that was, everybody's sitting around the table eating dinner, and he's over there, Hercules, and I just.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just hard, so it still sits with me a little rough.
It's a form of PTSD. It's something that sits back there. You don't know if it's going to happen again, so you're always conscious of it. And sadly enough, that's something that comes with being an autistic parent. I've talked with my cousin Ann before, and this is one of the things that us parents do have, having autistic children, with the tantrums. And, well, it's not even a tantrum. It's an overstimulated meltdown is what it is. It's not a tantrum. There's a reasoning behind the actions.
I was going to say
that's
doing. Not. I was getting ready to correct you, and you corrected yourself. So thank you, because it's not a tantrum. It's a fact.
No, it's not a bratty kid.
No, they're frustrated, and they don't have the ability to articulate or express
that they're
overstimulation, or even if they're not feeling well, or they're having a bad day,
or even if they're understimulated, or
things that you're doing are really pissing them off. Like Loki really pisses Theus off, and Theus really pisses Loki off.
Oh yeah, and they know how to articulate that to each other, but it's a matter of us being able to
have their own special language between them, and I've noticed that.
Oh yeah,
really been paying a lot of attention.
Like you know how babies have that different coos and their whines and their cries and stuff like that. Loki still has that programmed in him, because I know there's a difference between his "I'm pissed off, brother's bugging me" kind of cry. Brother took the remote.
And the brother was picking on me, running and chasing through the house. Like you can tell the difference of and then. Like Loki sometimes doesn't like to be touched, and then there's other times where he goes and grabs Theus. I seen that happen the other day.
Yep.
He went and grabbed Theus's hands and started smacking Theus's hands on his stomach.
Yeah, because he knows it's gonna get attention. Brother hurt me. Nah.
And I just kind of sat back and I chuckled, and I didn't stop it either.
No.
And I didn't yell at Theus for pinning him down on the ground and basically Chinese torture testing him because like Loki's laughing but getting mad all at the same time.
Oh yeah, with the hole blowing on his belly and stuff.
Yeah,
like
so
pinning him
like
down.
it's kind of like you don't like to be tickled, but when you get tickled, you laugh and you attack back.
But you can't help
And
but
you expect
laugh
more
because
tickling.
no, I don't expect more tickling. I expect the tickling to stop.
No, you continue to push. Then that's
It's
why.
because it's retaliation. It is not.
But still, you
for
know,
more.
you mentally know that the retaliation is going to continue what is happening
That's because
farther.
I have brat mentality.
And then you smile and you continue to do it. So that's why I say, yeah, you might not like it, but you like it.
No.
It's like you look,
No.
see, you're smiling now.
I don't
Just think-
like-
you
I
can
don't
lie
like
all you
tickles.
want and say that you don't.
It's not
but
lying.
you're-
I don't like tickles.
and you're fibbing.
No, I'm not fibbing one bit. I
Yeah,
hate
that
being tickled.
just says it even more. I'm not fibbing one bit. If that
I'm
doesn't sound
not.
like the kettle being black and saying, I'm white. The goddamn pen is blue. Get the goddamn pen is blue.
I'm confused with your
Liar,
first
liar.
statement to that. Something about white, and it's like, what?
The kettle calling the pot black. No, I'm white.
Oh, gotcha.
That took you a minute.
Yes.
That was like, that
I
motherfucker.
had a minute to
You had an
process.
expressway going.
Yeah, I was hitting all the bumps.
The
on
F
that.
fucking bump all the way through the digit. I'm like,
The
God.
brrrr on
Yeah,
the
but
side.
like
Yeah,
like
that's
going
what-
over the washboard.
yeah, that's what I just hit.
The wake me up strips.
Yes. those
Actually,
are-
they were designed to make your car go back towards the expressway. If you let go of your steering wheel and you hit one of those, it'll send you back in the
I
expressway.
try very hard not to let go of the steering wheel, especially if I hit one of those. They make me panic.
Don't panic. It's only small, light reactions. That's why accidents happen, because people panic.
That's why I don't drive on the
You need to stay
expressway.
calm.
So ta-da!
So the Pure Pro Wrestling back on point. Wow, I can't believe I did that well this time. Pure Pro Wrestling, that's going to be September 23rd. I believe it's a Saturday. I'm not 100%. I don't have a
I don't
calendar in
know.
front
It
of me.
says on there, yeah.
It says, yeah, Saturday. Boom, there it goes. It's back on the screen again.
I don't think it left the screen.
Yeah, it did. I've been peeping up and watching to see
Okay.
what John's doing over there. John's taking care of us right now. Our other producer, Steve's, going through some times with his mom. So please keep that guy in your thought. I mean, he really needs it.
He needs some positive energy
He
and
needs some
healing
real
thoughts for
positive
sure.
energy. You know, we love you, Steve. We missed you. You know, take your time with your family, but we need you back here as soon as possible. Because I know you're at home watching this, or that your mom's watching on your phone. So I'm trying to make you laugh, keep you smiling, keep you happy, be positive. We've got things to hear though. So right now, as it is, I know we're not going to be next week. We won't be doing a show next Friday. We actually leave Friday morning. We're finally have a vacation for ourselves, and we get to have a weekend. And
Just a couple days,
thanks
but
to
that's
my
all
niece
we need.
Catherine, I can't say how much I appreciate for her to just to
And
come.
she does great with
and
the
She
boys.
does so good with the boys, and the boys love their cousin so much, and it's great to watch
Them connect to
them to
somebody.
get to connect, because like Loki and Catherine really have this.
Well, they're both Virgos.
They're really yes, they are both Virgos, but they have this really strong connection, and Loki just he loves his cousin Catherine. I don't know how else to say it, but she likes to take him, to go and do like the
Museums
Children's
and-
Museum or the Sloan Museum, or go and see the planetarium.
Go to the
I think they
park.
went to the planetarium last time. Thea's
Sloan.
really no, they went to planetarium because she was telling us about how
Oh,
Theus
they
was
were.
running around the inner ring of the planetarium, and she let him get up and run around the ring for a minute while Loki sat there with, wow, how did I just, with Isaiah, that was like a complete break. Loki sat with Isaiah in the seat while Catherine ran around with Theus and let him get some energy out, and then they went back and sat down.
Gotcha.
So, but she really does like to take them to the parks and go and do there is actually a lot of free things for the city, within the city, for kids, and she tends to, our children tend to do better when they're not with us in a public environment. As weird as it
It's
sounds.
because it's
I
not
don't
weird
understand.
at all. We're their comfort area. So they know around us they are allowed to be their true selves. That means they unleash all that chaotic energy that they've been holding in all day because they do awesome at school. They're polite, they're courteous, they're sweethearts and stuff. Not to say that they're not sweethearts to us, but when they get home,
Oh man,
it's
it's like fucking uncapped fizzy bottle
yes,
with a Mentos in it.
yes.
Like, shove a Mentos in a Coca-Cola
And then shake it on top of it.
On top of it. Just sit
It's
back.
not just going bloop and putting
You know.
Mentos. It's shaking it in the process and it
then,
exploding.
I don't know
But
if
it's not
anybody's been
meltdown.
paying attention, but this, man, John, have you seen Hawaii? It is crazy. Maui is this is just the most unrealistic thing I've ever seen in my life. You have an island that is fucking burning and burning bad, and you have a volcano that is like on the verge of exploding, and then they get hit by, I think it's a Category 3 hurricane yesterday, they classified it.
Where did
Pretty
that
sure.
transition happen?
Because, I don't know, it just fucking hit. Because of the whole, I don't know. I read it this morning, and it was
we were talking
it was
about
fucked up.
explosions and
That's what it
Mentos,
was, the explosion, because volcano explosion.
Oh,
volcano.
gotcha. Okay,
And
I was just
went
trying
through
to
it.
see the thought process.
And, I mean, they're like,
where do we go from there?
It's bad in Hawaii right now.
I love you. Your
really
ADHD
bad.
is so
I
flared
know,
up right
man.
now.
I
I love it. It's okay.
I haven't got to socialize very much either, so this is like, basically, this is a form of our
Oh, believe
socialization.
me, I completely understand. I've been
You know,
home talking to cleaning
the
supplies
walls,
and
cleaning
stuff.
supplies.
Like, we're gonna do some cleaning now.
I really do enjoy, doing this podcast. I feel like we really do have, a pretty solid base of viewers. Don't say it's not the fan no more.
I don't know what it
You
is.
just got busted.
I
If
covered my
nobody's
face,
noticed,
it's
we've
fine.
changed seats. That's because we have a fan right here. And she accused the fan of making her yawn. Because, the fan blowing in her face. And
We
her
sleep
yawn.
with a fan
So we're
on.
like, okay, well, hey, we've got, I don't know, I think 25, 28 shows that we've done so far, maybe more.
And I'm yawning in
And
almost
she's
every
yawning
single
in
one.
every one of them. Well, she didn't break form. She yawned in this one, even though we changed seats.
Maybe it's force of habit at this point.
Maybe it is. But back to this, this is, I guess, in my adult version, this is my form of a therapy session. I get
It's
to just
allowing us to process things out loud, just no different than with the Social Security. After voicing it out loud and taking a deeper look into it, this is without doing research or anything along those lines, just processing after saying it out loud. There's a reason why Social Security is below poverty level. It's to give you the incentive to do better because you're not supposed to be just living off that Social Security. Yes, there are some people
no,
that
but they
live
should
just
give you enough Social Security to take care of the needs of the fucking person. When they don't even give you enough needs to take care of it, what about someone that is completely disabled that doesn't have the ability to go and
they
do
end
their
up
things?
getting more money. That's
No,
the
they
thing.
don't. Ma D gets more money.
She is capable of working.
No, she's not.
According to
already
the
s-
state, she is capable
but
of working.
she's not.
That's understandable. I get where you're coming from.
Sorry, I don't mean to get so defensive, but
No, I'm not
I
trying
mean,
to.
Do you think my brother Travis can go out and work right now?
No, Travis is a completely different.
And they told him no.
Really, he got
Yes,
it.
already. Told him no.
That's odd.
Crickets.
But anyways,
Chirp, chirp,
even
chirp,
if he
chirp,
were to get
chirp, chirp.
approved, though, with the state of everything that he's been through, he should get more. Just his work history alone, because that
the whole
also applies to
situation,
it
That's
as
why
well.
he had to go and get an attorney.
Right, because that definitely needs to be fought. I understand that. But what I'm saying with the amount of Social Security,
I know
it's
what
supposed to
you're
give
saying.
that incentive to
There is a
do
lot of
better
people
than
that are out there that would rather just
sit around
that-
and collect it. When in our case, it's a little bit different because, yes, you've gone back to work. Yes, I could possibly go back to work too, but I am very limited on how much I can work compared to you because I do need to be home in order to take care of the house and make
The
sure
only
that
reason
some
I
a
went
parent
back
is
to
available.
work is because the job that I have,
It's flexible.
like today, I have the ability to message, one of my very good friends, Joe McFatridge, that I work with, who else also has
An autistic
an
child.
autistic daughter.
So he understands where
You
we're
know,
coming
and
from
he
as well.
understands a lot that we're going through and what
When
we're
it comes
dealing
down
with.
to appointments
And
and not a good
and
day.
his better
and-
half, Laura. I mean, I give props to that woman. She made a statement to him the other day about she had six. She was babysitting 3 kids on top of their 3 kids, and she was like, "Oh, 6 ain't nothing. I can handle it, babe. Let's have a couple more." Mind you, Joe says no. I don't blame you, buddy. I couldn't do it. I have 3 kids myself. I have 2 sons and a daughter.
I'm glad I got fixed when I did because baby fever hits
I
hard.
really wanted to aim to have another kid with Mackenzie, and I'm
have
glad
our
we
hands
didn't.
full.
We have our hands full. I really believe.
Could you
that we
imagine
have,
having a newborn in our current status?
Oh my God, no! That's why I said even when Loki was 2, when I was really before you had your surgery, I was really like, "Come on, we could have another one," and it was just like, no.
I have 2 hands and I have 2 children. That is plenty.
Yeah, and
I
if
have
we
a
would,
kid.
and if we
Like,
would,
where do you put the 3rd kid?
I mean, Dad, because the 3rd one would have been a girl. We already know. No.
You know damn
It
well
would-
we would have ended up with all
I
boys.
would have dropped out another boy. There ain't no question. I went backwards from everybody else in my family because everybody else in my family went boy, boy, girl, and then second set boy, boy, girl, boy. So I went girl, boy. So I'm completely.
Well,
and
remember
I'm
we
the
also
baby.
had another pregnancy in there too, so we don't know what the sex of that one was.
Very true. Yes.
So we could have easily went girl, boy, or we could have just went girl, boy.
boy.
Like you only got a female the first try. Like if you don't
How
get
many
that
kids
first,
do you have? 17.
kept on trying for that girl. It's not gonna
I
happen.
kept trying for a girl and I just couldn't get one. Caitlin, I love you. I'm glad you gave me your first seed. Well, she was I said that wrong.
I was gonna
Sorry,
say, what did you just say?
I said it backwards. Gee, I've been speaking backwards a lot lately. It's really fucked.
Can you
with me.
articulate the front words, what you were trying to articulate? Because my brain just went,
I'm glad that she was my first seed.
Ah, gotcha. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. I hear you now. My brain was not keeping up with that one. I was like, yeah.
It makes me think of Mr. Wimpy walking in the
Hamburger.
hamburger.
That's the only other thing that's
Rest
in my
in
head.
peace, Pee Wee Herman, but hamburger.
That was the only other thing that was going through my mind.
Mr. Wimpy from Popeye. Hamburger.
Okay. Well, anyways.
So back
Pure
to
Pro
it.
Wrestling.
September 23rd, Pure Pro Wrestling. Click on the link. If you go to the link and here it comes. There it is.
Ta-da. John to the rescue.
John to the rescue. This is the event going on. I'd really like to see a bunch of my supporters out there. Would be very nice.
Family and friends, for
family
sure.
and friends.
Come show your support.
Please,
We know plenty of people in our life that have autistic children, and it's a big community, but it's a very secluded
This
community.
is far enough off for those of you that watch and keep up with us that, we support you. I know at least 30 of our views that come in every video that we do come from our local area. We do kind of get to see the demographics of where they come from. So we know where you guys are watching from for the most part. And I mean, it's really important. I really want to see some support out here. I really want to see some support for Tank and Zondo. And some support for, Pure Pro Wrestling. Like, These guys have, they're putting forward,
And they don't
ticket
just
sales
have.
for us, and yeah, they don't just have wrestling. There's
No,
music
they
and
don't just have Tank and Zondo either. This next event is autism.
I'm not all of it.
There is a good amount though.
Yes, there is other autistic wrestlers that are going to be there. Um, I mean, I'm not saying just come support Tank and Zondo, watch them wrestle and
Like
then leave. Come and
there's
support Pure Pro Wrestling. Like these guys are, you know, he's been all over the place. He's been. I seen him in Mesquite in the last 2 weeks. He's been like out in Muskegon. He just got done. Actually, he's got an event I think going on either tomorrow. I think either today or tomorrow
in
in Vassar. So there's a wrestling event that Pure Pro Wrestling has. Yeah, it's tomorrow in Vassar. It's Saturday. So come down and support them. I mean, come and and show some love to these guys because Pure Pro Wrestling, every single one of their events is for a charity. They do a charity for each event. So every event's different. They pick a nonprofit or someone out of their community, someone that's around them, and they donate part of their ticket sales and a percentage of everything that they do towards whoever they're happy to, who they've chose for that week. And I just, Joe, you're a great guy, man. Just stand up, for all the things that you do for the community, and to help those that are around you. And, I mean, that's all we're asking for, and that's the same with us.
great minds think alike.
We're
That's
asking
what
the
we're
people that
trying
are
to.
around us to help support us. I'm working on personally. I've been messaging a lot of comedians, and I know some people think I'm reaching out a little too far, but I've sent emails to Brad Williams, to AJ Wilkerson, Matt Rife, Brian McCree. I mean, there's probably 5 or 6 more in there that are not rolling off the top of my tongue right now that I've sent messages out to. Trying to put together a charity comedy night. I'm trying to work with the Capitol Theater in downtown Flint. A friend of ours, Carol Parcell, she knows the guy that does all the directing and runs the Capitol Theater. So I'm waiting on him to email me back about using the Capitol Theater for the event, which is a very beautiful building in downtown Flint. It's been there for a long time. They just got done remodeling the place. They put a lot of money into this place. And so we're trying to do something, to raise money. Actually, what we're wanting to do the event for is to raise the money to buy tablets for each of the 162 students in our children's school so they can take their PEX programming home and have the parents learn how to communicate with the children on the same devices that they learn to communicate with at school, because that's a big problem with children. They learn to use it at school, but they don't get to continue it at home because those devices need to stay at school. So we're trying to change that.
And how they do that too, like I understand it to an extent because insurance actually does pay for a assisted talk programs, like the devices and stuff. But in order to get that, you need to go to speech therapy. Well, speech therapy is offered in school, so they try different forms of the devices to see which one the child likes the most. But that means that you have to go through a testing period for each one of those devices in order for them to pick it up and be all like, this is the one that I like, since they can't communicate that. So I find that to be a good thing, but a little bit difficult because, once again, in the meantime, we have a hard time communicating with our children. We're making progress at home, but there's other people that are having harder times with that than what we are. But it would still be nice to have that platform and knowing that the insurance covers it too. It's like, okay, like
it kind of helps, but this is the point of this is why I want to do this, is so all of them children don't have to go through that process in order to get the things that make them be able to communicate at home. It could make a parent's life a lot easier at home. It could make a child's life a a lot easier at home in order to be able to
Well,
communicate
even with the
their
learning
family.
games and stuff like that that's on there, it's not just a speech assistant device. There's also learning educational games. That's how our son Loki has learned so much. Same thing with Theus. Like, we can thank a lot of devices for teaching them ABCs, one, two, threes, addition, subtraction,
Taught Loki to read.
and taught Loki how to read, and it also taught him Spanish.
Yeah.
So,
So again, Pure Pro Wrestling, these guys are great. Give them some support.
you can find him on
here's
Facebook.
right here's our event. Find them on Facebook. Give them a like. Give them a share.
Give him a follow.
Give them a follow and try and keep up with these guys. Like I said, Joe's a great guy. He does a lot for what he's trying to do, and we here at APSN, we can't thank him enough for choosing us to do this event for. It's September. The information's on the flyer. I don't have it here in front of me, so pretty sure that's it. We're not going to see you in next week. We will see you the following week, and then we will cover a little more on Pure Pro Wrestling. And I'm working on having a guest for that week. So until next time.
You guys have a great day and be safe.